Tent City. The last we heard, there were about 75% full, I believe, of the 60 that are going to be allowed to be housed along the rail trail. Where do we sit with that? Are we at the 100%?
No, we're sitting at about 46 at this point in time. So 46 out of the units that are available, and there has been some very good progress with some of the individuals who are residing there at this point in time. And the opening of Appaloosa Place, we may find that there'd be a certain number of those individuals who have worked very well with the service providers who would potentially move over into Appaloosa Place. So then that would then become, fewer individuals down there. And we're going to continue to work there with all the service providers to, so that area is more accessible for members of our community and has less impact as it's had in the past.
Just looking at the eye test, driving into work in the morning around, the downtown area, there seems to be more tents, more individuals in the downtown area. What are your numbers saying? Don't want to blindside you here.
No, it's fine. I mean, it's a constant discussion that I have with the city manager and with bylaw and with our Darren Cullen through RCMP, and it is we recognize that there may be a tent that comes up in a specific area, but everything is being monitored and tracked at this particular point in time. And whether it be in the downtown core, whether it be somewhere in Mission, whether it be somewhere in Glenmore, whether it be somewhere in Rutland, they're working to allow those individuals to know that that's not something that they can do. And it may take a day or two for us to get to a specific sites, depending upon, how busy the teams are in other areas. But it's also summertime.
Yes.
So as we see what's taken and happened in Vancouver, in the east end of Vancouver, when we see what happens in other communities and we recognize that we're in Kelowna, we suspect that there'll be, potentially a little bit of an increase that'll happen within the Kelowna region. But again, I go back and I credit the on-call teams, I credit the bylaw, I credit the RCMP, and then also the service providers to continually work to try to find a way to find an alternative type of housing arrangement for these individuals. And some of that goes back into what the discussions we were having in Victoria, because those discussions were along mandatory type of care, allowing Pacific Avenue to open up so that we have complex care available there, and then also allowing Bertram to start. These are all provincial projects that we need their assistance in, because we truly know that we have about 20 individuals within this community that have had roughly 2,600 encounters with RCMP. So if we're looking at roughly around about 175 each. But as a municipality, legislatively on a federal level with regards to laws, we're limited on what we can do. And then provincially, with regards to mandatory type of care for these individuals, we're also limited what we can do. So we need to, alongside the teams that work with us, manage them until we see some other changes and other avenues available for better forms of treatment.